All right, so for today, we are in the Dolphins offensive playbook, and I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite setups in the red zone. Before we start, for the audibles, I'm the split close pro. I like the cheap wrap cross, the halfback angle, the inside zone, and the cheap wrap go. And I only like to run the halfback slam and the RPO. And out of the wing flex close for the audibles, I like the jet touch pass, the wide zone spacing, and we can also go ahead and put in the motion slot comeback. And we want to make sure that our split close has the same personnel as our pistol formation, and we can go ahead and match up against a cover three. Let's look at the RPO first. We got this really good orbit from our circle receiver, and I also like the handoff. So those are going to be our reads. If we don't have the orbit, just hand the ball off to the back. We're going to go ahead and throw it. And the only way you can really stop this is, again, if you switch stick to it or if there is a hard flat from the outside corner. I'm going to hand the ball off this time. You get a really good slow handoff. That's probably like the only thing that's bad about this play is the handoff is not that good. Next play, let's look at the halfback angle. First setup, I like to go ahead and slant our tight end and put our square receiver on that hitch, and we can go ahead and flat our other tight end on the other side. We can go ahead and hit our return first, and if you wait on it, you're going to be able to hit that slant in the sideline. So let's go ahead and run it again. We're going to block our other back to buy extra time. And if you get a good pass lead, you can hit that slant. And it doesn't have to be a return. Sometimes I would run a hitch, and that is just as good. Next, we're going to go ahead and audible into, let's go ahead and start with some of our run plays out of the pistol slot. Let's go with the halfback slam. And the pistol runs, for some reason, has always been really good. I feel like you get way stronger blocks with the interior alignment for some reason. Let's run it again. We could flip this to the left or the right. Doesn't matter. I would probably go towards the tight end side. Let's go ahead and look at the RPO bubble right here. This is still really good. The only way I know that you can be able to stop an RPO like this is if you man up that bubble. And when you run the rock so many times in the red zone, no one's really going to expect an RPO out of this. Now we're going to audible to the pistol wing flex close. And let's look at the jet touch pass. And when we audible down to this formation, actually both of the pistol plays will do it if you audible to it. You can see that R1 is now standing in a 2-point stance. So now he's going to be able to get to his block a lot faster than him being in a 3-point. I also noticed that as well. So let's go ahead and snap our jet touch pass here. Go ahead and run this one more time. For the last play, now we're going to look at the wide zone. I like this one as well. Something that I might do, I like to go ahead and double team, probably a no outsiders. Go ahead and double team this side again. And for better numbers on that right side, we can go ahead and motion over one of our receivers. Let's go motion Brown over. Wait for him to get set. And for the last play, I like spacing. And something I like to do here, I'm going to go ahead and put square on a hitch route. And I'm going to motion over our tight end and put him on a slant and block the running back. So again, we can go ahead and hit our out route we're going to make sure that we pass lead him down away from the safety. And that hitch route from square is going to do a really good job at holding down to that flat defender. And our hook on the other side, even though we're on the short side of the field, that hook is going to also do a good job at bringing down a flat defender. So he's sitting on it. If we can go ahead and pass lead that down away from the safety. So we're going to pass it again. Those are our only 2 reads out of here. We can also motion a running back instead. We can motion a running back and give it like a bunch look. And we're going to block our tight end here. So now we have an empty set. And the same thing is still going to happen. We're going to be able to hit that slant. And we're going to be able to hit our out route. For the last setup, we could run something just like this. We're going to be able to hit our slant again, just like before. Let's go ahead and put circle on that flat route and the tight end on the slant. Now we have our return route. And for the last play, let's look at the motion slot comeback. And we're going to look at this zig route from R1. And something that I like to do out of here to get that open is go ahead and flat our tight end. We're going to go ahead and flat this tight end. And we can go ahead and do something to where we could do a zig and a flat on the other side. So we're going to look at our tight end right here. And on the other side, if it's open, we can go ahead and throw circle. So let's go ahead and run that. And we're going to go ahead and block the running back. Well, we have our flat open from square. That could also happen.